Hi guys, I'm going to present to you today my Game Boy Color games. I've only got 97 of them, but I won't be able to present them all in one video. I was going to do a slideshow just like I did for all my Game Boy original games, but from all the comments I've gotten, people would rather hear me talk about them one by one, so that's what I'm going to do. So let's get started. My first game is Game & Watch Gallery 3, and I've got the two for the Game Boy Original, and there's one for the Game Boy Advance. I'd like to get the ones for the DS, but I'm not part of Club Nintendo, so I don't know how to go about getting those. Worms Armageddon. The only thing I didn't like about this game was your worms are a little bit too small to see. Pong for the Game Boy Color. There's a bunch of different modes that make it different than the regular Pong, but they have the regular Pong on here. And actually, believe it or not, it can still be quite fun and difficult. R-Type DX, the classic space side-scrolling shooter. Pro Darts, the controls on this are a little bit wanky, a little bit hard to play. 1942, the classic bottom scroll or vertical scroller. You know, if you got ships or space, not space, but you got airplanes flying down from the top of the screen, and you're trying to shoot them all down. Knockout Kings, a boxing game. Midway Arcade Hits, Moon Patrol, and Spy Hunter. I'm not a big fan of Moon Patrol, but I do like Spy Hunter once in a while. Tubing. You're on an inner tube and you're going down a river and some rapids, and you're trying to avoid snares and other things that want to kill you. Trouballs. You have these balls and they're attached to gears. And what you have to do is you have to turn the gears so that you match up either a 6x6 rectangle or a 4x or 2x2 square. And you have to make sure that all the colored balls get used up. Space Invaders. Dragon Dance. It's like Breakout, only you got a dragon as your paddle instead of a regular old paddle. And the dragon, he basically twists and turns. That's about it. Army Men, the shooter where you're playing the little green army man and you're going around attacking the tan army, and it's kind of in a Toyland type atmosphere. Towers, Lord Bane's Deceit, kind of like a Final Fighting type game where it's a first person perspective and the graphics are really simple. But if you like those classic games from the 80s, this is for you. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Deer Hunter. The graphics on this are really simple compared to the ones on the PC. Pokemon trading card game. Excellent card game, especially if you're into Pokemon. I think they got one for the Game Boy Advance too, but I don't know if I found that one yet. Lego Alpha Team. This is like a kiddie version of Rainbow Six, where you have this team and you go around completing missions, and they're in a puzzle-like manner. You have to complete them. Army Men, Sarge's Heroes 2. WWF Attitude. Kirby's Tilt and Tumble, the biggest disappointment in my collection. If the controls weren't so strange, if you want to go left, you have to turn it right. If you want to go right, you have to turn it left. And if you want to go up, you got to point it down. If you want to go down, you got to point it up. And it's really confusing. Plus, it's not as responsive as it should be. Uno, excellent adaptation of the classic card game. Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening DX. Shadow Gate Classic, excellent point-and-click adventure, albeit a rather short one. Clustar, a unique take on Tetris where instead of blocks falling down from the top of the screen, you have a little dot in the middle of the screen, and you use that dot to place it in front of blocks coming from different sides of the screen, and you let the blocks hit the dot, and eventually you form 6x6 blocks to make them disappear. And if you don't do that, they fill up the sides of the screen, or else if you don't match the dot up correctly with the shapes, they kind of turn into this big nasty cluster, and it's very hard to get rid of. Good puzzle game, especially if you're a Tetris fan. Dragon's Lair, an adaptation of the classic arcade game. Ballistic, a precursor to the Luxor games where you got a bunch of marbles shooting down a track, and you have a cannon in the middle, and what you do is you shoot light-colored cannon or marbles at the marbles coming down the track and form 3 of them to make them disappear before the track fills up. Yar's Revenge, with updated graphics from the classic Atari 2600 game. Duke Nukem, classic first-person shooter. Logical, excellent puzzle game where you have these turnstiles with empty spots, and you have to fill those empty spots with marbles of the same color, and once you do, the marbles disappear, and you have to make sure that the marbles don't back up, and or else you fail the puzzle. Excellent puzzle game. Shanghai Pocket. It's basically a mahjong tile matching game, and the idea is to make all the tiles disappear. Okay guys, those were 31 of my Game Boy Color games, and I have a bunch more. I have 31 minus 31 from 97 is I have about 66 more games to go over. So I'll get that video out in about a week or two. Actually, it shouldn't even take that long. But please feel free to leave some comments. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Also, I thank you for my new subscribers. I'm now up to 25 subscribers. I'm a quarter away to my 100 subscriber episode. So thank you very much for subscribing, and I hope you all have a great day. Thanks. Bye-bye.